Hello, art students. We just learned about facial proportions and where things fall on the face and how much space is between them. We just created this map showing where the facial features fall. And now we're going to map out those proportion lines on our laminated faces. So we're going to draw that line of symmetry down the center. We're going to find the eye line through the middle of the face horizontally, and then the nose line, which is halfway between the eye line and the chin, and the mouth line. Because if we start our drawing by mapping out those facial proportions, it's going to go a lot more smoothly and quickly, and our drawing will be a lot more accurate. This is going to be a contour line only. So one of the things that you can do, because your reference face is laminated, is you can actually do some outlining on the face to find those contour lines that define the outer edge of all of those facial features. And sometimes that can be really useful, especially with things like the hair, where it can be a little bit tricky to figure out where the outer edge of the hair starts and stops, and the nose and the eyebrows and things like that. So you might want to start by just outlining those contour lines so that they're easy to see when you start your drawing. So then you're going to draw your oval, paying close attention to things like the shape of the jawline, and then you're going to draw those lines to show where things start and stop. So because I have this nose line, it's easy for me now to start drawing the contour lines of this guy's nose. And then remember, I can find out how wide it needs to be by taking a line down from the inner corners of the eyes that I've drawn there. Now, when I start the eye, I'm going to need to really closely observe the shape that I'm seeing of the eyeball that's uncovered by the lids. And I'm going to use those lines that I've drawn to figure out where the inner corner of his eye starts. And then that'll be where I start when I'm going to draw this line. So I'm going to make corrections. I'm going to draw the inner corner where that tear duct kind of starts, and then head down and work on that part of the eye shape. Then I'm going to draw the eyelid, and I'm going to really closely look at the shape of that contour line before I go to draw anything else. So now I've got a line that defines where the eyeball kind of sits within that eye socket, and then I have a lower line beneath the eye, and then I'm going to draw the irises and the pupil, and then maybe I'll throw in some lashes. Next, I'm going to draw the lashes. And remember, those grow up from underneath the upper eyelid. So when I draw them in, I'm going to look closely at where they start and stop. Now I'm going to draw the pupil of the eye, which is a little bit difficult to see because this is a black and white photograph. And then I'm going to draw the reflection, that white reflection in the eye. Now I'm going to start drawing the eyebrows. And this guy has really nice, thick, bushy eyebrows. So I'm going to look closely at where just the basic shape of those eyebrows starts and stops. I made a little line on the face here to show how high up they go. So right now I'm just going to get the main kind of gist of those eyebrows in place and then make a few more adjustments. I'm going to color in the pupil so that you can really tell it apart from the reflection and maybe refine that shape a little bit. If you're working from a photograph of someone looking to the side, your line of symmetry is also going to shift so that it's either to the right or to the left. And you're going to need to find it by just drawing a line down the center of the face. In this photo, we're seeing a lot of one side of her face and then very little of the other side. The eye, nose, and mouth lines will still be the same, but that center line is shifted all the way to the right.